Hi everyone, it's Maria. Firstly, I just want to say Happy New Year. Today I thought I'd make a video about a new thing that I'm trying out this year to get my life more organized, and it's a bullet journal. I didn't hear about these till maybe a month ago, and my sister decided to get me one for Christmas. And pretty much what it is it's a planner that you design. You'll see it more once I open mine, but pretty much what you do is you draw out calendars, weekly planners, lists, however you want, whatever order you want, and throughout the year you kind of figure out what works best for you. I decided I would show you guys what I've decided to do as my 2018 setup. So firstly, the book that I got was a Luke Term 1917. All the pages have little dots on them. It's not something that you notice right away. It really helps you make clean straight lines and keep everything really nice and organized. Yeah, all the pages are numbered. At the very back it came with some little stickers and things. I don't really know what they're for. And it has also a little accordion folder, as you can see there. To put little notes in. It has an index that's built in, which is really cool. I guess there's exceptions, but pretty much anything you use to write on it, even like a really nice black pen, it's not gonna leak through. I just have a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen, plain markers that I use, which are really nice to like highlight and outline things, as you'll see. And lastly, I just have these Crayola super fine tips to like kind of accent things, draw shadow boxes, that kind of thing. Now I'm gonna open up my journal and kind of show you guys what my setup is. So right when you open it up, there's a spot for your name, address, and then you get to the index. So I've already put in everything that I've written in my book, such as like the title pages. There's a couple pages for that. Then we get to the title page of the whole bullet journal. So I decided to write like 2018 with nice little designs and stuff. You don't have to be an artist to own one of these, but being an artist myself, it makes it so much fun. It feels like a little project. I know it's gonna be something that I'm gonna look forward to actually filling out every day. So this was my first spread. It took a very long time. As you can see, there's like a lot of little numbers and details in it. I did write it out in pencil first, which made it a bit easier. I just wrote each of the months. It's a little yearly overview, I called it. I have a spot for all the important holidays, not birthdays, because I have a different page for that, as you'll see. Next, I have a page for important phone numbers, my friends and family. Then I have a page for all the important birthdays. As you can see, you can be like really creative with the little designs and keep it different. Draw little shadow boxes. Next, I have a page for New Year's resolutions. That's something else I want to keep filling out. I just have a few there, like be more active, be optimistic, you know, basic stuff like that. But I find when you write it down, you might be a little more likely to stick to it. I also have a wish list. Nothing's on there right now because Christmas just happened. Throughout the year, if there's any like big purchases or things that I really want, I'll just list them there. Next, I have a page for a social media tracker, which I thought was a really cool idea. I'm an artist, so I try to share my work online. So I have the number of followers for Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook for each of the months. I just wrote down on the 1st of January how many followers or subscribers I had at that point, and each month I'll write down how many I do have and just see the growth. Underneath that, I have a little spot for some video ideas because I do want to start using YouTube more often this year. Next is an art ideas page, and there I'm just gonna write down any painting ideas, drawing ideas that I come up with so I can refer back to it when I'm looking to be inspired. Next, I thought this was really cute. I saw it in a lot of other people's bullet journals, and it's called a bookshelf. You literally draw in the books and write the little title of a book that you want to read that year. I do want to start reading a bit more, so hopefully that fills up. Next, I have a little just self-care ideas page. This one's more fun. It just has little things that you can do for yourself to make you feel good. Next are go-to meals. So just things that when I'm feeling uninspired about food, I guess, you can come back to and just write down some of the staple recipes and stuff like that. Next is a gratitude list. People that you're grateful for, little everyday things like family dinners or physical things. I have a little quote here: do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Next is a page for actual quotes. I've just written a few, but if I come across some nice ones in the year, I'd like to add them there. Next is an achievements page. I'd love if this got filled up. Next is a bucket list. Again, only a few there. I want to keep working on that. It's just kind of ideas of things to do throughout the year that you have never done before, like do a fitness class at my school gym. That's something last year I was like too scared to do by myself, you know? Travel outside of Canada. Next is just a favorites page. Favorite songs, movies that I really like, stuff like that. Then I have a spare page just in case I come across any other ideas for spreads. Okay, next is January title page. I did snowflakes because it's winter here in Canada. I just have like a little simple overview of the month of January. Then this is my actual calendar I set up. I decided to keep like the winter theme going, and I just have a little section for big events that happen in the month, goals, and then on the actual calendar writing down the events and stuff like that, or dates I need to remember, appointments. Next, I have a page, it's just my schedule for school, which starts in January. And then I have a habit and mood tracker, which I found a super cool idea for bullet journals. So every single day you just come back to here at night and you box in whatever you achieved, like drinking a lot of water, flossing, making art, just being productive overall. And I think wanting to color in these little squares will kind of like keep you inclined to actually do those things and keep those good habits. Then there's also a mood tracker, so I can just kind of see like how my mood fluctuates during the month. And then I also have a little section of just bucket list items that I might want to tackle that month, and obviously a nice little quote and some decorations. Okay, next is the weekly spreads. So I pretty much just continued this throughout the whole month of January. Since I am new to bullet journaling, I want to try a different setup each month. I just have little squares for each of the days of the week. I have a major tasks and events section, the big things that I do need to remember that week, a little calendar here so I can see which week of the month it actually is. Yeah, so for example, this was 2017, but it made it a full week, the 31st of December. So it was New Year's Eve, just some things I wanted to accomplish that day. And then I also have a little food section, just what I eat for each meal of the day. Yeah, and like I said, I just continued that for the whole month, just kind of switching up the placement of things sometimes to keep it a bit interesting. And then the last page. Didn't fill up the full pages, but then I did just a cute little drawing, like congrats, you survived January. I guess the final thing I'll talk about is just this daily highlights section I made. A couple years ago I did a thing, it only lasted a couple months, but I would just write down the highlight of each day. It's good because it forces you to kind of see the good in each day. Saw an old friend, or worked a long shift but made a lot of money, that kind of stuff. And yeah, the rest of it is blank right now. Honestly, it's so fun designing these. Like I said, you don't even have to be an artist to do this. It's a great way to have a planner that works for you and has exactly what you need. I hope this video helps a lot of you guys. I know when I started my bullet journal, I watched a lot of these videos to get inspiration and kind of see what sections appealed to me and what I wanted to include in my bullet journals. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great 2018, and I'll see you guys next time.